So the third band is Guns N' Roses, and so I personally ranked them on my personal preference scale an 8. But there was a time in my life where I would have said that they would be a 10. They would always be a 10. This was one of my first absolute musical infatuations. When I heard that they were going to be on the MTV Video Music Awards, I tuned in. When I heard that they were going to be on this TV appearance, I tuned in. When I heard that their new record was coming out, I was falling all over myself to get out to the record store and buy it. This was also a day and age where I didn't have a lot of personal cash because I was a young kid, and I remember, my sister and I each had one of the Use Your Illusion records tapes, and we had to split them, and I couldn't have my own, so I had dubbed copies of their tapes because my sister owned some and I owned some. And was I allowed to look at the liner notes of Appetite for Destruction because there was a naked girl on the inside cover? Yeah. All of these different things. The most dangerous band in the world, probably the first most dangerous band in the world that I can remember in my lifetime, was Guns N' Roses. Talk about a peak.
When you talk about drugs, sex, and rock and roll, like, it's Guns N' Roses.
The lead singer guitarist archetype.
The iconography of Guns N' Roses is second to none. There's no mistaking that aspect of them. If you went to ChatGPT and asked it to design like the most stereotypical greatest American rock band, it would probably describe the imagery of what Guns N' Roses were. So from that aspect, no question. Like, that's why they're in the top 3. And I agree with what you said as well. They were my first favorite band. It was just so hugely important to me. Where they fall short for me is in terms of, 1, longevity, but 2, I would also say, going back, I don't think they sound all that timeless. They very much to me sound of that time. I don't know how great of songwriters they were as a band. Axl was certainly an incredible songwriter, but the rest of the band, I don't know. To me, they sound very dated of that era. I thought, Chinese Democracy, while there are a couple songs on that I actually think are pretty decent, it's a weird sounding album. I don't really even understand. And is that even a Guns N' Roses, or is that an Axl Rose album? Like, I don't know. But my point is, with Guns N' Roses, they were very much this run of, really, I mean, it's Appetite and the 2 Use Your Illusions. You have Lies in there as well, but that's really it for them. And Use Your Illusion is really one album. I mean, it's 2 albums, but like, it's really one album. So you could make an argument they have 2 albums.
Shares some of the same songs, for God's sake.
Yeah, Don't Cry is on both versions. So like, I look at it as like, they had Appetite and they had Use Your Illusion, and like, that's kind of it for me. Like, Lies. Everybody knows Patience on Lies, but like, if you go back and listen to it, I don't think Lies is all that great personally. So
no, but I was obsessed with it in the moment, for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like,
and also
those things...
some of the really problematic lyrics. Some of the things that they said cause their records to not be timeless. Used to Love Her doesn't hold up. Just a lot of the stuff fails the sniff test. But I think it is interesting that of all the songs that are timeless, it's going to be Sweet Child of Mine. That's going to be if everybody in that band died tomorrow, that's the song that they would come to be known by. That would be the shorthand version. Some people might mention Welcome to the Jungle or
November Rain
or Paradise City, and then November Rain. It's strange, but I think even November Rain, for as big of a song as it was, and that one owned MTV for an entire summer.
One of my all-time favorite music videos. I love that music video. Slash walking out of the church and just hitting that solo with the
dude diving into the cake.
Oh, all of it. It was so good. and a great song,
Yeah.
just a beautiful song, unbelievable.
But
You would kill to
I
write
think
a
you had
song
to
like that.
but I think you had to be there. I think where my kids today would maybe hear "Sweet Child of Mine" or "Paradise City," and go, "Oh yeah, all right." I hear the anthems and everything. I think you may be asking too much for somebody who wasn't there to jump on board with those other the November Rain.